My name is Arabella. I am 28 years old. I live in a small town. My parents are very religious and strict. They taught me many lessons about life and love. They said that love is pure and special. They said marriage is a sacred bond between two people. Because of my parents' teachings, I grew up with strong beliefs. I believed I should wait for marriage. I never dated anyone. I never had a boyfriend. I never went to a party with a boy. My lips had never touched anyone else's lips. I had never been kissed. This was my choice. At college, some of my friends were different. They dated often. They talked about their boyfriends all the time. They laughed at me sometimes, but I did not feel bad. I did not care what they thought. I believed in my values. I wanted to find a partner who would respect my choice to wait. I dreamed of my wedding day. I knew that other people had many relationships before marriage, but I chose to save my heart. I wanted to give it to one person. That person would be my husband. Together, we would build a happy life. I waited for that special moment. One day, I went to a coffee shop. There I met a man named Brevis. He was tall and handsome. When he smiled at me, my heart beat fast. I felt shy, but Brevis started talking to me. He said he liked my outfit. Later, I told my friend Sarah about Brevis. Sarah knew many people. She said, "Arabella, be careful. Brevis is a player. He does not stay with one girl." I felt worried. I hoped Sarah was wrong. I wanted to believe Brevis was different. I thought my love could make him change. Brevis started calling me every day. He sent flowers to me. He sent sweet messages. He made me feel special. I began to believe God had sent Brevis to me. I wanted to believe he loved me. I began dreaming about a future with him. One evening, Brevis took me to a fancy restaurant. Brevis said I looked amazing. His words made my heart feel happy. After dinner, Brevis drove me home. He stopped the car in front of my house. He turned to me and looked into my eyes. Brevis said, "Arabella, I cannot stop thinking about you." My heart began to beat fast. Then he leaned closer. Before I knew it, his lips touched mine. It was my first kiss. I had always thought this would only happen after marriage. But in that moment, I did not pull away. I let myself feel it. When the kiss ended, I felt happy. But then I thought about my strict parents. I wondered what they would say. I wondered if I had done something wrong. The next day, Brevis called me. He wanted to meet again. We met at a park. Brevis wanted to be close to me. It felt like things were moving too fast. I looked at him and said, "No, Brevis. I want to wait. I want to wait until we are married." He paused. Then he looked into my eyes and said, "Then we will marry soon, Arabella. Very soon." A week passed. Then one evening, Brevis called me. He had an idea. He said he needed to go to Las Vegas for his job. Brevis said, "Come with me, Arabella. Let's get married there. I don't want to wait any longer." I could not believe his words. My dream was coming true. Brevis wanted to marry me. A wedding in Las Vegas. I said yes. We flew to Las Vegas a few days later. The city was loud. I felt a little lost, but Brevis was with me. He held my hand. I wore a simple white dress. Brevis looked at me and smiled. We found a small church. There were no guests, just Brevis and me. We were married. Brevis kissed me and said, "Now you are mine." I felt like the happiest woman in the world. That evening was our wedding night. I thought it would be perfect. I was finally with the man I loved. But something felt wrong. Brevis seemed different. He looked into my eyes, but his look was not the same. He began drinking wine, then another glass. He took his phone and went into another room to talk. He stayed there for a long time. I sat alone in our hotel room. I was married, but I felt alone. I wondered why Brevis was distant. Was this how married life was? I hoped not. The next day, Brevis seemed busy. He did not look at me. He left the room without saying a word. I felt confused. I waited for him to come back. I waited for many hours. Finally, Brevis returned. He did not smile. He did not look at me. He said, "I want a divorce." My heart stopped. I thought he was joking. I waited for him to laugh, but Brevis did not. He was serious. He said, "You are not what I wanted. You are too simple. You do not belong in my world. You waited all your life for marriage, and look at what it gave you." My heart broke. I could not believe what I was hearing. Just yesterday, we were married. Now he said I was too simple. Tears filled my eyes. I cried for a long time. Days passed. I tried calling Brevis, but he never answered. He did not want to talk to me. Brevis was gone from my life. I had to go back home. I traveled alone. When I arrived, my family was shocked. They were very angry. They said I had shamed them. They said I was careless for marrying so quickly. They did not want to see me. They did not want to talk to me. I felt like my life had ended. My family, my husband, all lost in one morning. I had no place to go. My friend Sarah helped me. She lived in an apartment. She said I could stay with her. I moved in with her. Sarah was a true friend. She helped me find a job. I started working in a bookstore. I tried to forget Brevis and the pain he caused me. One afternoon, I saw a magazine cover. There was a photo of Brevis. My heart jumped. He was at a big party. A beautiful woman stood next to him. The cover said, "Businessman Brevis Thompson's Secret Marriage." I froze. My hands began to shake. I looked at Brevis's face. He looked powerful. Brevis was very rich. He had many companies. He was famous in the city. I never knew this. He had never told me about his wealth. I felt angry. Brevis had used me. He married me, but I did not know why. Maybe it was a joke to him. He made me believe he loved me. I did not want to cry anymore. I wanted justice. I knew my marriage to Brevis was real, so I decided to get help. I went to a lawyer. I showed him the wedding papers from Las Vegas. The lawyer said, "Your marriage is legal. You have rights." I wanted financial support from Brevis. I was not greedy. I asked for money because Brevis left me with nothing. When Brevis got the legal papers, he was very angry. He called me. He said, "Do you think you can take my money?" I said, "You took my heart. Now I take what I deserve." I hung up. The news about our marriage became public. Reporters came and asked questions. Brevis was angry that his life was in the papers. I focused on the case. My lawyer worked hard for me. Finally, I won the case. The court said Brevis had to give me money. This money was not just for my needs. It showed that Brevis could not treat people badly and get away with it. When the news about the case spread, my parents called me. They said, "Arabella, please come home. We forgive you for everything." I knew I could not go back to my old life. I told them I loved them very much, but I had to live my own life now. I needed to be independent. I was no longer the same girl who left home full of shame. I used the money I won from the court case. I bought a small apartment. Then I decided to go back to my studies. Life was very different now. I still believed in love, but not in the same way. I learned that true love needs respect. If there is no respect, love cannot last. Brevis had not respected me, and that was why our marriage failed. I still saw Brevis in magazines. He looked the same proud man. But when I saw his photo now, I did not feel hurt. My heart was calm. My soul was still pure, untouched by the bad things that happened. I was happy. I was free. Thank you for watching. If you like this story, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for updates.